Welcome to episode 37 of the Where's Brunch podcast.
Good evening, people. We come to you live.
Or morning.
Or afternoon.
Or afternoon, whenever you're listening.
We're coming to you live from a storm.
Mm-hmm.
There's a sultry mix of heavy rain and wind and lightning. And we're here hoping we don't lose power.
Yo, this ended up sounding crazy. We talking about Fruity Pebbles 1 second, and the next second we talking about new sheets for our bed. That's because the electricity went out, and I just strung some shit together.
Well, as always, we thank you for listening, and we ask that you follow, like, comment, and subscribe to us on all streaming platforms.
All those good things.
All those good things. And don't forget to leave us a comment about your favorite part of the show on our pages, which is at Where's Brunch Podcast on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube.
And TikTok.
Yeah, follow us everywhere.
Yeah, we everywhere, man.
I appreciate it. We appreciate it. We appreciate getting the messages and when people are telling us they're cracking up over a certain scene and something we said. So,
it's cool finding out people that you didn't know tuned in, that they're actually locked in. That's pretty dope.
It's really cool. I get excited every time somebody messages me about listening. I'm like, oh, you listen? Well, thank you for listening.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
We appreciate all 12 of y'all.
Yes, all two.
Hey man, listen. I posted to our stories the other day. Like they say, the hardest part is getting people to listen. So you just got to keep going.
Yeah, I mean,
just keep going.
It's not everybody's thing. Everybody doesn't have that kind of time.
How are we not everybody's thing?
I don't know, but like even I listen to us in the car. If I have to drive somewhere, I will put this on just so I can hear how we're sounding.
Yeah, no doubt. How we improve, right?
How we improve. I mean, I can listen to myself and find where I used to be scared as hell to pod, and now it's just like, oh yeah.
I think that you might have a good starting point there because I listened to it through editing. So let's go ahead and just toast this. We got this leftover red wine blend, Spanish blend, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And there
goes crap. We got an alert.
We got the damn alert. Somebody
severe.
Either it's raining or somebody's kid got kidnapped.
Okay,
which one is it?
How do we turn it off though? Okay, it's off. All right. This is
watch
amazing.
mine do it next. I don't know if it is. I got all my notifications turned off.
Listen, and that came through my phone because the phone. My watch.
Oh yeah, there's mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's mine. It didn't go through my watch though.
It came through my watch because I turned my phone on Do Not Disturb. Listen.
So, they're like, we will disturb. So yeah, talking about like listening to the pod, and I listen through editing. Mm-hmm. I don't usually go back and just listen to the body of work after I finish everything, just recreationally. I don't really do that. But I listen very closely through editing. And I brought this up to you before, and it's not on the board or whatnot, but just me embracing my flaws.
Oh yeah.
You
told me that you have one, and I still don't know where it is.
She is hilarious, yo.
Like I don't hear it, and I listen. Like I even when I walk beans, I'll put my AirPods in, and I'll walk and I listen. I think it's a great way to fine tune.
Yes, absolutely.
It's a great way to critique yourself. Some people don't like the sound of their voice.
I used to be like that.
I happen to like mine.
I'm cool.
Mine is all right.
But even with that, I'm cool. But first, all right, I have, I don't have a lisp, but I have a bit of a slur to my speech. So when I go in to edit, y'all, and I'm in Adobe Premiere, and I do the text, it'll just capture everything you said and come out. Whenever Trina speaks, I have like no editing to do. Whenever I speak, I gotta go in there and fix word. They don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Really?
I have a slur, and it's something that I've known about for a long time. And I embraced because Eric Sermon said he can't rap because he talk with a lisp. Like it was one of his lyrics, and it always stood out to me because I have a little bit of a slur to my speech. It's not the most, crisp as like yours is. I'm not ready for radio. Yeah. No way I'm getting on the radio.
I would love to.
I embrace it. And so it is what it is. Okay. I try to improve, and
You sound great great to me.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I listen. Like, I really am. I close my eyes sometimes. Sometimes I hear maybe where an edit happened. Other times I don't. But it's really good. I feel like it's an opportunity to learn and improve.
I also have a thing about speaking the way I think, meaning I'll cut myself off mid-sentence sometimes.
Really?
Yeah. I'll start a thought and I'll start expressing that thought. And then I'll backtrack and correct something or try to provide more clarity while I'm speaking. And I think sometimes it gets cumbersome. So I'm working on that as well.
Really?
Yes. We all flawed. No, we're all flawed folks, right?
I mean,
and this is something.
Personally, I think I'm fabulous.
Well, you are amazing.
No, I'm playing.
You are absolutely amazing.
I'm playing.
She's just doing this little dress to do the show. And I'm like, okay, guys, thanks for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
Look at the wind.
Okay, not yet.
Look at the wind.
All right, let's stay here, baby.
Okay,
We got a
I'm
pod.
gonna
Shoot the pod.
stay. But there's a thing happening
It's looking
outside
real
the
crazy
window.
outside right now. We're supposed to go out.
We're supposed
watch
to
the
go
fight.
out tonight to watch the fight, and I don't know if that's happening.
Ooh, that lightning too.
Look, beans froze.
All right. So.
All right.
So yeah, just embracing the flaws, man.
I agree. I am learning when I listen to myself about when I'm in my head when I'm talking. Like when I'm jumbling information, and maybe I don't get the thought all the way out, or I know what I was thinking when I said that, and I forgot to say this or whatever.
Yeah.
Or
There's that.
or
Happens.
I gotta organize my thoughts more or something like that. But I enjoy it. I also learned early on when I was too far away from the mic.
Yeah.
I
I remember that. A
I
while
was too
back.
far away from the mic.
We were trying to get your sweet spot.
Yeah,
and everything.
we were trying to find it, and we had to work on that. So,
like you would move away from the mic, go in and out. Yeah, and then all those things.
So it's been quite a learning experience. So I've enjoyed it.
I had to train myself to not cut people off as much.
Me too.
And it's not ill intentions, y'all. It's not because I'm not interested in what you're saying. I just feel like that moment happens, and it's a moment, and I had to add on to the point you just made to possibly add on to the conversation. But I had to stop that, and I've been working on it.
You know, that was one of my ADHD questions.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you cut people off?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get to it. What a segue. Let's get into ADHD. Jace. You want to share?
Okay, I don't mind sharing.
So,
you
want to share from the beginning?
From the beginning. Oh, from the beginning.
the dining room table?
A while back at the dining room table, my husband very lovingly, let me add lovingly, we were not in any type of argument or discourse, or plus we don't even argue. But we were just sitting at the table, and he just said to me, he was like, have you ever thought that you may have ADHD? I was like, no. Why? Like, how come? Why? And I don't even know what you said after that.
Just some of the symptoms. I told you that I checked out an article.
Okay.
And there were some of the symptoms there, and I wanted to ask you if you felt like you had these symptoms, and I read some of them off to you. Some of them, a couple of them, you said yeah maybe, and some of them you're like nah, and I was kind of in my mind kind of like I don't know about that, but and then that's kind of where it started.
Yeah, that's where it started, and so then I went to my therapist because y'all know I have a therapist. Yes, she's a black woman. No, she's not taking any new clients. I got to put that out there because everybody asks. And we had a conversation about it. And she was like, okay, well, that's something that I never did a diagnosis for you or a diagnostic. And she was like, okay, I'm going to send you a survey, answer the survey, send it back to me, and we'll go from there. And then she went further. She was like, well, let's just go ahead and why don't you just go and do the diagnostic, the extended diagnostic exam to see, what they say. And then the first thing she said to me, or the next thing she said after that, she's like, I have a clinic I want to recommend you to, but tell them you already have a therapist. Don't let them try to get you to start coming over there for therapy because you already got a therapist.
I'm trying to poach, y'all. Don't be poaching.
It was so funny. And I was
That's
like,
funny.
okay. And it was funny because she did asked me, well, do you have a therapist? Do you want to talk about this? And I was like, oh no, my therapist is actually the one who recommended me to you guys.
And that ADHD doctor was kind of nice. She was a nice doctor.
Dope. Shout out to Dr. J.
Shout out
She
to
is
Dr. J.
dope.
To the doctors
Yes.
and your therapist, shout out to her.
And my therapist.
She loves me too.
Desiree, she loves you. Yes, she does.
Go
She
ahead,
loves
though, baby.
us.
Yeah.
So we did the pre, kind of like a triage meeting, a video conference where she talked to me. She asked me some questions. We talked about what was going on, what brought me to her, etc. And then she sent me a questionnaire and then another electronic link to a questionnaire that was like 100 questions. And I had to answer all, no, it was 200 questions. I take that back. It was 200. Answered all those questions, did the surveys that she sent me, sent everything back to her, and then we had an in-office, like actual test diagnostic where you perform different tasks to measure where you are. So it did everything. It all happened like really quickly within a week. Like I literally did one thing on Tuesday, went in the office on Thursday, and then we had our telephone call for the results like the next day or 2 days later. And it turned out that, I have mild ADHD. And it's not uncommon, she said, that there are lots of folks who have it and are often undiagnosed. Some people have more severe cases. She advised that I had like a mild case. And she gave me some things for me to kind of do, some recommendations, like about routines and helping with my memory, because there are things that I be forgetting, okay?
Right.
Or I can't find the keys, and the keys are in my hand.
Well, we all do stuff like that, though.
We all do that. There's a thing of me starting projects and like not finishing, or my inability to just focus. And I used to be like the queen of multitasking. When my kids were younger, like I would be at soccer practice with my laptop, doing my master's program, talking to another mom about cookie sales, entering the cookie stuff in the laptop while I'm supposed to be studying. Like I would just, multitasking was a thing, whereas now I might need to slow down on a multitask and take it one thing at a time and not overpower my brain. She also said some of this also comes along with older age. Your memory, your cognitive functions and all of that. But I don't need any medication or anything because, I was thinking that the meds might make me skinny. So I was down.
Right.
I was down with that.
Get some Addies.
But they was like, no, you don't need any
You don't
medication.
need all that. He's like, dang.
So it was great. It was interesting. It is not cheap. The diagnostic was not cheap.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Insurance does pay for, a large part of it. Helped me meet my deductible, I guess. So, so now I have that, and we'll see what happens and what we do from there. Literally just diagnosed last week.
Y'all, I don't know if y'all realize this, our regular listeners or viewers, that health is an undercurrent in this on this pod.
Oh, yes.
We're going to talk about our health. We're going to talk about, because people can relate. So people can relate to what you just said, what you just shared. So maybe someone out there is struggling, focusing on things in life and never thought about ADHD.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so who knows?
You can actually do a pre-test. They have self-tests online.
Right.
I mean, like the one that you found. And, your therapist can help you. And if you feel like, I just know my concentration has really been off.
Yeah.
And it's been increasing over the last 2 years. Like my brain, maybe it's a symptom of long COVID. Maybe it was something that happened because I had COVID.
I have long COVID, baby. But yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Who knows?
But I just noticed that, my focus is not. I have to, whereas information usually stays in my head, some of that information be gone, but I do have the memory of an elephant.
Yeah, your memory's out of control. It's crazy.
Tasting notes, all that kind of stuff.
Everything.
It's in my head. But I think it's really great to know these things about yourself, and it gives you kind of like a holistic, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You get to look at all these different things about yourself, whether it's your health, as far as your physical health or your mental health, your psychological, all those things. If you take the time, we're older.
Yeah, man. Listen.
I got good benefits.
Right.
I'm gonna use these benefits up.
Right.
I do not pay into this for it to just sit there and, oh, I wonder what this thing is on my arm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
nah,
go
we
to
going.
the dermatologist and I'm gonna find out. Like,
And I kind of mentioned on the last episode that I've always been Mr. Iron Man in my mind. Like I didn't go to the doctor a lot. I've never gone to the doctor a lot, but lately, it's not that I haven't been sick or feeling ill. However, I'm going to get stuff checked out. I'm a little bit more active in my health. And wellness. Let's say wellness than I was before.
I'm happy about that. I think that's really important. We're getting older, and you want to catch stuff early.
Yeah, you sure do.
Catch it early, because you don't want to wait like a year or two, and it's like, oh, if you would have gone 2 years ago, this has been in your body, and when's the last time you had a physical?
Right.
And ladies, if you have a husband who doesn't have a primary care physician, get on him.
Get on them.
Pause. Get on him, please.
Yeah, man.
Get him on. Get on him and get on him.
Get on them and get on them. We kind of hit a topic here that we weren't planning on talking about today, and this is something that you said: being your own health advocate. Right?
Yes, I can speak to the health advocate, being your own health advocate, because there are many instances where the doctor has the the medical degree. They've been to school. They know all of this stuff that the book says, and this is what, trials and clinical things and all of these things in journals that are published. But your body. Mm-hmm. And if you're feeling off, if something's not right. And sometimes you have to push and push and push.
I'm not sure if that particular doctor, who will go unnamed, is listening or watching. But I just want to say that it's not personal. My wife can let loose every now and then if she sees somebody not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Go ahead, babe. I'm sorry to cut you off.
I might have given a certain doctor the business. I might have.
She had that coming though, son. She said some wild stuff.
She said some wild stuff to me in writing. Mm-hmm. And so I wild out back in writing, and now we're in a great space.
Black woman delegation strikes again. Now we got everybody on the same accord, huh?
Everybody
understanding.
Everybody understands now. People are speaking to people. People know which doctor said what. Recommendations are being done. I'm getting appointments moved up.
Everything is moving all of a sudden after that moment.
After one moment.
But it's true though. You have to be your own health advocate. And you have to, especially if you have a bunch of stuff going on, multiple things going on, different doctors handle different areas. And I'm only speaking to this because I'm watching my wife manage this. You know what I mean? You have to manage that situation because those doctors are not thinking about you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to make sure they communicate. This information gets pushed over to that doctor. They see these charts. I get my blood drawn here.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy.
It's crazy.
And don't have a functional practitioner who's not in the little system, the little network. They don't even want to. They don't even. That's where they get rude.
They don't want to acknowledge that form of
They
medicine.
don't, yo. They don't.
They don't. And so for me to have the come to Jesus moment with a certain one of my specialists, and basically she ordered her own set of tests, which further proved the documentation that I provided from the functional practitioner. Yeah. Everything that the functional practitioner said is in there. It's the same match of things. So we'll see what happens.
Man.
But speak up for yourself. That's what I would say. If something doesn't feel right and a doctor kind of brushes you off, because sometimes they see you and they're in and out with you in 5 minutes because they got so many people lined up and they need to give everybody 15 minutes, and you might need 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And you might need to slow that doctor down and be like, no, you're not listening to me.
Yeah.
This is the situation that I'm experiencing, and I need you to pay attention to this.
Well, with all that said, and this is hopefully someone finds this information useful, I want to give you the platform to speak to your recent infidelity.
Oh shit.
Would you like to speak to the people?
Okay, so I cheated.
Oh man. What
I
happened,
cheated on my nail tech of
man?
2.5
Lord.
years.
She belongs to the street.
Really? We live in like this little mini city. And
Right.
this mini city happened to open a new nail salon
In our building.
in our building. How wrong is it of me to experience said location in my building?
30% off your first visit, right?
30% off my first visit, which means I can get everything done and just sit and relax and just luxuriate.
Luxuriate.
All these things.
Just luxuriate.
And y'all, I walked in and they greeted me. They welcomed me. They showed me how to log in. And I sat down. Well, they asked me what services I wanted to get and all this stuff. And, oh, you live upstairs? Okay, well, you get such and such. I was like, I got my coupon in my phone. Don't worry. Whisked me
Right.
over to Kelvin. Kelvin did my nails.
Kelvin
did my nails, and he's fantastic. He whisked me over to Kelvin, and Kelvin was wrapping my nails because I get a dip on my nails. So we had to get the old dip off so that he can put the new dip on. And then the gentleman walked up and he was like, would you like champagne, a mimosa,
Champagne?
wine? And then he said something else, juice or tea. And I was like, I'll take the champagne. Yes.
Right.
Don't mind if I do. So he brings me over some champagne and he's like, okay, you're wrapped. We're going to walk you over to your spa chair. And they walk me over there and it's immaculate.
It's a nice
so
place.
clean. And I was counting. So there was like 20 spa chairs, but there were only 3 technicians working today, plus the floating guy who's walking around making sure that we're all okay. And then we walked on the other side to the spa chairs. There are 16 of those. The spa chairs are the massage chairs. The massager, the panel is built into the arm. So it doesn't like come off like the remotes at some of the other spas I've been to where you got to hold it and sit it and put it somewhere. It's built in.
I almost feel like we need to point people to Chick on the Scene because you did a whole piece on this.
I did. If you follow me
Chick on the Scene.
at Chick on the Scene, you will see the video on the scene nail salon
The
edition.
information.
Yes. So there are USB ports so you can charge your phone, also built into the spa chairs. Because I just happened to like look to the side, like, wait a minute, let me take a picture. And it's a bar themed nail salon. So when they hand you the menu to pick what kind of pedicure you want, you open it up and it says pedicure bar.
Yo. Pull up, Trina. Pull up. Go to her profile. Go to Chick on the Scene and get the scoop on this spot.
Yeah.
Giving them too much.
Oh, okay. All right.
But they did have Melanin Poppin' was there though.
Melanin was popping. Shout out to Naj. There's a black nail tech there, which was like a hold on, wait a minute. You can never find black techs at nail salons. Never. She's
Right.
there. She's very professional. She has her name on top of a nameplate, so you know her name when she sits down.
You would have gone to her, but she was working on someone.
She was working on someone. Well, I wasn't sure, but I would have talked to her. Definitely.
Okay, at least.
But she had clients because people were coming in like, oh no, I have an appointment with Naj.
Straight up.
Yeah, they're like, oh no, I have an appointment.
She has clientele that
She
she
has clientele
probably
already.
brought with her from somewhere else.
Yes. So, but I did tell my girls about her because she does like the art, the 3D art and stuff like the young girls like.
And this place, the regular price, you said is cheaper than your other place?
Yes.
You have a dilemma, yeah.
I don't.
You gonna talk to your ex now?
You're so messy.
You have a conversation with your ex? This how y'all doing out there, black woman delegate? You just ghosting people?
I'm not gonna ghost her. I'm gonna talk to her. I'm gonna be like, Helen, you should come over here and get a job.
Right, come over here.
Come
son.
over here and work.
Oh God, wouldn't that be great for you?
It would be so great.
Oh man,
I've been going out for 2.5 years.
that's a long time.
That's a long time.
It's a relationship.
It is a relationship. That's like Christmas gift type relationship.
I know she told me to come over and get my feet done, but I'm gonna
Yes.
go downstairs to get my feet done. Sorry, Helen. Sorry. Love you. I never met you, but love you. Going down there, get
It's
my
a
feet done.
beautiful place. It's called Inspire Nail Bar. Check it out, y'all.
Yes, what's up?
Yeah. So, honey,
Yes.
we've been doing a lot of work lately on family bundles, getting a good snapshot or a picture of our finances.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And how we're doing, and we looked at the numbers for real this week.
We looked at the numbers.
So, how are you doing?
So, in speaking with a close friend of mine, he recommended we use what is it? Quicken. So I went out to Quicken, and they have an app there that kind of suits our needs, called Simplify, I believe. And so Simplify, we loaded all of our accounts in there, and you load your checking, savings, 401ks, all that good stuff. And then it basically goes through your accounts and just sees what your activity. This is a recurring bill. It's asking you questions. Is this recurring, or is this a one-off kind of thing? Boom, boom, boom. And it puts things in categories. So you have charts and all types of great things to see where you're spending your money. And so it's a process, right?
Yeah,
because we have other things going on and stuff. So it might be a couple of days in between. But a couple of days ago, I finally sat down and just started going through the categories item by item, right?
Yeah.
And just seeing where we spend money, and it was sobering. It was staggering.
Notice how I'm laughing. He's not laughing.
It was sobering. It has already changed me. Am I lying? Was that?
It has. We were at the grocery store, and he was like, "What did you say? You
I
said
don't even
something."
remember. I was like, "Yo, just this morning. I didn't tell you this. Just this morning, I made breakfast, a brunch for us. French toast. My French toast, top 5 that are alive.
Ooh,
Holla
yes.
at me. And I made put some hash browns to go with it, right? So the first thing I reach for, the onions. I go down to the little joint there, white onion, boom, ready. I look, I said, what's that right there? It's another white onion going bad. And I was like,
we wasted produce.
wasted
money. Really?
So just already we thought about a couple of ways to improve our process, right?
Yeah.
One of the ways is because we live a life of convenience, as Trina just said. There's a nail salon connected to the building. There's a Nando's, a and Pizza connected to our building. All these different things. A Wegmans right across the street. So we shop and cook by recipe,
Yes.
right? So it's like, oh, what are we gonna have tonight? We'll go buy the stuff. Boom. All right. So in that process alone, the first thing we said we have to improve is doing a checklist of what we actually need when we go across the street to that store.
Groceries. Yeah, the grocery checklist. And also maybe me going to other places that might be a little bit cheaper where I could buy larger bulk of, say, fish or meat or whatever, so that we're not going over there spending $30 on salmon that I could get for $20 at Lidl.
Yeah. And if we get a bundle of, we use a lot of fresh herbs in this house.
We do.
So if you go over there to get a bundle of Italian parsley, okay, well, one, preserve them, right? There's ways to preserve your herbs, as opposed to just using what you need and then throwing them in the fridge as if that's going to keep them alive for longer. It's not. There's ways to preserve, and then okay, well, we have this Italian parsley. Maybe we should our menus, our recipes for the week should kind of be centered around things that include these ingredients that we have here. We have an onion here. We have Italian parsley here. We have some cilantro here. Maybe we should kind of focus there, and you know what I'm saying, and use those things up throughout the week.
Right. And then I can think of like, okay, I know we like this. I know you like when I make empanadas. Okay, I need to keep
crazy
corn in the freezer, the sweet corn, like a bag of it. It's
Boom.
cheaper. Like I can just scoop some out, the amount that I need, so I'm not wasting a can.
There's something to be said for canned goods, though, right? And like frozen goods.
Yeah, it works. If you have them in the freezer, you be like, oh no, I got frozen.
Got
I
it.
got frozen. I got frozen. So Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just one area, of course. That's just the groceries. And then separate from that
Eating.
was the eating out.
I knew this was all finally going to catch up to us.
Of course.
I knew it was.
Of course.
I knew it was.
But being able to see it is the key.
Yes.
Then it changes something inside of you, and it's like something has to.
We ain't been out.
Yeah, listen. Like I said earlier, brunch at home today.
We ain't been out.
So yeah, like it's shopping.
Yes.
Groceries, eating out, and then you have like your bills. You have medical stuff that you have to spend on, and it shows all those different categories. You can set your categories up however you want, and assign the tags and all that kind of good stuff. But it is serious, and it really just kind of pushed us into the next phase of this.
Yeah, like now, okay, we got to come up with a plan.
We got to come up with a plan.
We have to come up with the real budget, the real functional, realistic budget of what's for what, and also so that we can also still live and enjoy and have fun.
Yeah.
Because we still want to travel, we still want to do stuff, so that we can properly plan and have our money work for us and not us working for our money.
And all it takes for people in our position in life, like we're very blessed,
Absolutely.
Right? All it takes is a hunker down for a little bit of time.
Oh Lord, we hunkering.
Hunker down for a little bit of time. Fight those urges to do this spontaneous trip to wherever. You know what I'm saying? We've done that. You know what I mean? And where you spend all this money and unplanned, hunker down for a little bit of time for you to really be able to tear the city up if you need to. You know what I mean?
Drop it like it's hot in 90 days.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, man, we looked at the numbers.
Ooh, baby.
It's crazy.
Do you guys look at the numbers?
Man.
Do you have a numbers person? Is there one person in the relationship who does the numbers and another person who does the spending? Do y'all both do the spending? Like, what do y'all do? How do y'all navigate the waters of spending?
Yeah, how close are you looking?
I have a friend who doesn't want to know the numbers.
Listen, none of us really want to know the numbers.
It's just like you're holding a mirror up to yourself, like,
yeah. Yeah.
Because I already do the numbers about just things like hair and nails.
Yeah.
The numbers are there all the time. And if it costs over this, not gonna do it. Nope.
Yo, I know we talked about your nails and stuff already. But this, what I want you to kind of touch on, kind of ties these two topics together: the whole financial thing and the care thing. So two things during this process I've kind of looked at and just left alone. That's your nails and feet, and your hair, right? And you said recently you had read an article or heard someone talking about
Jolanda talking about she went to Great Clips to get an $18 haircut to maintain her hair because she goes to hot yoga 5 days a week and she sweats her hair out. She's got a pixie like me, it's short, and she's like, there's no point in me going every 2 weeks when I know that I'm going to sweat my hair out. I can maintain it at home. I can just go maintain my hair cut, maintain the hair shape at a cheaper price and still look good. And then occasionally when you need to go to that salon salon do, you do it maybe once a quarter or whatever, if you have a special event or something. But other than that, maintaining it at home for people who are working out and stuff, because I sweat in my head. So instantly my hair is gone. It's curling up. It's looking like who done it and left. Okay. So it was like, there's like a whole conversation about this happening on her page.
Black woman delegation.
The black woman delegation talking about that's not it. You need to go to a real hair. And I'm like, these people have licenses. They are trained.
And this woman is telling you that it works for her.
And she's telling us that it works for her. $18. She said,
tell her what she
best $18 I've ever spent. And if it works, it works. I need to find me somebody who can cut my hair. That's all I need. And then the product, I know I get a relaxer or whatever. I can do the touch-ups if I get the top done by a professional.
Right.
I can do the touch-ups on the side and the back and just keep it down. But yeah,
that's interesting, yo. That's a controversial topic, I think,
black women
in
and
the
their
black
hair.
woman community.
And some of us, not only is it the money, it's the time.
Right.
I've been very fortunate to have a stylist who is a heckler for time. She's not going to have you in the salon 8 hours a day. But there are some women who are still spending a whole day in the salon for a simple style. And they're not getting braids and nothing like that, which of course you expect because of the labor. It takes hours to get your hair braided.
So you talking about it could make a difference between how much does it cost? And we touched on this on the pod before, but I don't remember the numbers. How much does it cost to get your hair done the way you're doing it now, right? Every other week, you're going to go get your hair cut and styled.
About roughly $65.
$65 for that, and then
if I'm getting chemical treatment, bump it up to $100.
All right, and then you can knock that down.
Yes,
drastically,
tremendously.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's great. And with a hair, and I get it, with a haircut like yours, very short on the side and the back and whatnot, you can get someone knows how to cut hair. You're good to go.
You're good to go.
Wow,
hair cutters. Hey, hit me up.
We're looking at the numbers, baby. We're looking at the numbers.
DM me haircutters.
right. Who cutting hair out there?
Who cutting hair out there? Okay.
United Colors of Benetton over here wants to know who's cutting hair. She don't care what you look like. If the numbers looking right,
if you can cut a shortcut, holla at your girl.
Right. There might be a little bit of experimentation there. Right. Maybe a word of mouth type of thing, right? Somebody that knows
somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody in the DMV. Get at me.
Yeah, man. Well, that's interesting. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. We got aliens now.
Like we didn't all know we had aliens. Okay. Hello, America. We knew we had aliens all along. All those people with the cornfields and the circles in the farmland and all that stuff been telling us this all along. We know Area 657. What is it?
51.
Area 51. All that kind of stuff out there. We know it exists. We know that testimony of the whistleblower who's a former NRO special agent or whatever.
Yeah.
We are not surprised.
Nah, man.
Black people ain't surprised. We starting to look at folks and see, are you one?
Listen, we just got done. What's that show with Samuel? You know what I'm saying? The Marvel thing,
Secret
whatever.
Invasion.
Whatever. Yeah. There you go. Mm-hmm. They're among us.
They're among us.
They're among us.
They're among us. We all say Kanye might be an alien. You never know.
The Yeezys are kind of alien-like.
Hey, listen. Anything is possible. All I'm saying is Joe Biden.
I got some. I got some hot takes on this. Like, what if the aliens actually did come and help and build the pyramids with the Egyptians? What if what if the hieroglyphics is actually, the translation is actually a treaty that we have with the aliens? So when they come here to tear shit up, we good.
We broke the treaty. They broke the
No, they didn't break the treaty. I'm talking about us, black people.
Oh, black people are fine. Black people are covered. The aliens not covered. The aliens are not bothering black people, okay?
Oh, man.
We good. Okay? Trust me. We good. It's everybody else who's going to have to worry.
They rock with us. We built the pyramids together.
It was hanging tight. The Mayans are probably good, too. So the people down, Aztec.
Not necessarily. Because we travel from Africa and shared that technology with other civilizations. Okay. Maybe they came and rocked with them too.
Yeah.
They would have to speak to that.
Right.
I don't know.
But these Mayflower folk?
Mayflower folk. Yo, man. Hey, all of our Mayflower folk fans out there, we rock with y'all.
Plymouth Rock.
It's just jokes. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if they helped y'all with the Plymouth Rock thing.
I don't know what's going to happen. All these folks, all these settlers, all these countries that was out here colonizing other people.
Colonizers.
Y'all might not be safe.
Y'all might not be safe. Yo.
Okay.
You got a homeboy froze. The alien stopped working in his brain. What's his name? The politician that froze.
Mitch McConnell?
Yeah, they said he got an alien in his head that went on strike.
Dude said, it's out now.
Soon as homeboy says something, it's out. I'm off. I'm out. don't gotta do this shit no more. Mitch McConnell just stopped speaking mid-sentence.
I give up.
I mean, the good part about that is that he could have been getting ready to institute slavery again. And the aliens said, nah,
son.
nah.
Listen.
That's good for us.
Listen.
Jesus
the country
Christ.
is not even phased by it. They're like,
none of it.
they're just like, all right.
And I have to say, I'm going on a show tomorrow, and I have to save some of this for the show. But yo, this whole shit that we live in is a joke. It's a joke.
Completely.
It's complete. People, they just had a whistleblower go in front of. He went in front of Congress, right?
Yes, he did.
And
He said,
Go ahead, please.
He said that he could give specific names, specific instances, but he needed to be in a skiff to do it. He was smart enough to know I ain't naming them right here. I'm not putting nobody out right here.
You ain't about to lock me up.
Y'all ain't about to kill me neither.
that both.
He was like, he knows about instances of intimidation and people being killed or hurt in regards to maintaining the information.
And what?
About maintaining the secrecy of the programs.
Yep.
He knows about ways that agencies and organizations were moving money secretly to fund the programs that were protecting the secrecy of the UFO situation. So, yeah.
And the internet said, yo, you seen that meme? who broke up with who? Did you see little boo boo at the show the other day?
Lil Uzi.
Whoever the hell.
What about them student loans, Joseph?
Joseph said he said he put something on it.
No, he didn't.
Yo, man, we gotta get ready to go. All right, we want to cut this show off. We have a wine tasting to go to, and then we're going to watch boxing.
Okay.
It is fight night, yo.
Was that? Do we? Yeah.
Nah, we're good.
We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
We
This
cut
is great.
it just like that.
We got to get ready to go.
What about
Well, you
them
know, it takes us about 15, 20 minutes to cut it.
I just gotta put my clothes on. But
Yeah,
what? But Joseph, what's up with them student loans for real?
Look, she had to get some shit off her chest.
Listen, I need some answers.
Look at the numbers.
We need some term limits. We need some Congress people to be voted out.
Trina, are we doing this right now? Are we about to do this right now? No, we can't. No, we are not doing this at the end of the show.
We could get the money if we voted some people out. Some people have some shorter terms who've been in for like 30 years. We could get rid of them. Then we might be able to get this student loan thing handled. I'm just saying.
The producer is trying to produce. The rebel over here is trying to get me to talk politics. You already know them people ain't voting against themselves.
I know.
Term limits.
They got to figure out a way to vote for term limits. They got to vote the Supreme Court justices out. We got to figure out ways to do all these things around each other.
No. What we need to figure out is how to get the numbers together to get us to the point where we can move the fuck out of this country.
That part. Okay.
That is what we need to do.
I agree.
And niggas can do whatever the hell they want to do with the rest of the shit.
Okay. Aliens and all.
Aliens and all.
Black power.
These 115-year-old politicians telling us how we should be living. Don't get me started.
Oh, goodness.
Yo, man, appreciate you, man.
I appreciate
Damn,
you.
Trina X over here.
It's been a while. I haven't had a rant in a while.
This is what happens when she drinks red wine, y'all. You calm her down a little bit.
Gosh.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm glad you're feeling better today.
Thank you. I am.
Yeah,
I
I'm
do
glad.
I feel
Hey,
better today.
Beans, relax, brother.
Yeah, relax,
You
Beans.
about to bark. I can tell.
You about to bark?
Appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all.
Thank you for watching. And
Brunch
listening.
crew.
Shout out to the Brunch crew.
Shout out to the Brunch crew. We gotta get some. Yeah. Anyway, we're not gonna get into the t-shirt discussion again. but
We are not.
we need to.
Okay.
Let's keep building.
Yes. Right, Beans? We need a Beans podcast t-shirt.
Oh God, we
The
need to put
third
his
member
face on
of
the
the
t-shirt.
the third member of Where's Brunch.
Yo, man, it's your boy Brocky.
It's Trina Marie.
We are the Where's Brunch podcast.
Bye.
See ya.